Okay, so I've been asked for a hint on our homework. The question is something like, which is larger? And they give us two different values. In this case, 20 feet or 6 meters. So of course, we can't just say, oh, 20 is bigger than 6. This section is all about units. So feet are different than meters. We need to convert one of them so that we have matching units so we can make an even comparison. Doesn't matter which one we convert. I'm going to need a conversion factor. So in my class, we're currently using this conversion sheet. And one thing I noticed about meters versus feet, those are in two different systems, right? Feet would be in kind of the English system, and then meters would be, of course, in the metric system. So on my conversion sheet, I want to look for that. It's actually US customary versus the metric system. And we're talking about different kinds of lengths. So I'm going to need something from this information. But when I look, I don't have feet and meters. I do have this handy piece of information. A yard is very similar to a meter. So if you've ever seen a yardstick or a meter stick or both, really are almost the same thing. They're pretty close. But I don't have a conversion for feet. So this is going to be a two-stepper. Again, there's a variety of ways that you could get the answer. Let me pull it back up here. I think I'm going to take the feet value and convert it to meters. But again, doesn't matter which one we convert as long as I make them the same. This is just my instinct. So I want to use that factor label method always. I like to tell my students, when in doubt, write it out. So even for myself, I have to see my factors and my labels. So I start with what's given, 20 feet, and I want to set up an identity ratio in such a way that feet cancels out from top to bottom. Now, as I said, I don't know a value for feet to meters, but looking at my conversion sheet, I know meters and yards. And if you don't know, I can get from feet to yards by looking at my conversion sheet. Sorry, I'm kind of typing over here. Of course, 3 feet is 1 yard, or 1 yard is 3 feet. All right, so let me swing back out to the screen here. So I have a conversion between feet and yards. I have to put the number 3 in the right place. 1 yard is 3 feet. So I'm taking that conversion fact, turning it into an identity ratio. So this is telling me I'll take the number 20 and divide by 3 as I work this problem. And I'm not done yet. Now you can work those steps out individually. I'm a string it all together kind of person. So this is a set of two-stepper. I've already looked at my conversion sheet and I see that meters to yards is one of the options. It says 1 yard is 0.9144 meters. So the 1 stays with the yard, the 0.9144 stays with the meters. I know that yards go on bottom because I'm wanting to cancel out from top to bottom. It's the factor label method. They're not proportions. We're setting up a multiplication here so that I can do the fun part, which is cancel those units from top to bottom. Because that's how fractions work, right? We can cancel common factors from top to bottom, call it the factor label method. When I'm done, my goal is to end up with how many meters this is equal to. So as I was saying, the number 3 is on the bottom there. So I want to take 20, divide it by 3. The 0.9144 is on top, so I want to multiply. Ooh, so this one's close. 20 feet is the same as 6.096. And I haven't told where to round yet. Oops. So this is the same as 6.096 meters. This one's really close. 20 feet, 6 meters are almost the same. But I am going to say which is larger. The 20 feet is slightly larger, right? So I'm going to say 20 feet is larger than, bigger than, longer than 6 meters. I also could have converted the 6 meters into feet. I still would have gotten the same results when I go to compare them. All right, so keep practicing and you'll get really fast at these.